Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the welfare unit, the GP02 here. As far as this GP02, there's pretty much nothing new, besides the fact that we did have a new beam saver, so that's cool. Portrait wise, I do expect them to be better than the counterpart, the standard version, so we do have a total of 8 part to be farming out. As far as the other stuff, these are just kind of standard packages at this point in time, so I don't think I need to do any additional explanation for this over here. So let's just take a look at the GPO2. So I do have the standard version. As far as the standard version, let me put all the weapons here first. Give me like a quick seconds over here as I juggle in between and do this here. Alright, so you got the okay, yeah, it does that. So let me go back here, and can I click on it please? Okay, there you go. Alright, so we do have two of them side by side like that. So as far as the stat right now, it's not like, just look at it right now, you guys can see that it is going to be leaning towards that shot based build. Even it would be let's say counter in that Xian active word tag, the shot tag is still a little bit higher. So this one is obviously going to be like your shot based unit. So yep, here's going to be a quick spin around for you guys here. Beam saber is honestly really small for this like really big unit here. So let's just check the stat real quick. I just want to see what we are rocking and what kind of word tag, Xian, and then heavy armor. So that's a pretty good pairing. As far as the stat goes, it's not bad. I'll definitely give you that, almost breaking 8k and then having upper 4k for your shot attack, so that is definitely very good indeed. Alright, moving over to the torso, what are we looking at? So 2493 for shot attack and then almost 5k for the shot defense, so that's good. Good armor as well, and then beam and physical resistance are not too shabby. Xian and then heavy armor once again, so okay, not bad I guess. As far as the portrait goes, wow, these are good. They're actually out here like packing these at damage plus portrait. These are good. These are gonna be like, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, like I don't think there's any confusion. These portrait are definitely like a top, like a notch better than our traditional power boosting trait, because these portrait in particularly are actually increasing damage dealt to your enemy, right? So it's good, right? So yeah, just packing that on a welfare, that's insane. Gotta love that for sure. All right, moving over to the arm. Gonna be keeping that Xian and then heavy armor right there. So yeah, shot department still continue to shine. Melee not so much. That melee defense is really hurting. Oh, another damage trait. Sheesh. Man, this GPO2 out here is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. We do have the enemy EXQ damage plus 25%, so that's good. Little of that is gonna drastically help for sure. Oh, this one is the damage as well. So these two in combination, you can use it on both build. So either for a shot build or a melee build, it's gonna be good. Not bad. Going down to the legs, so stat wise is still leaning towards that shot base. Obviously 2690 and 4321, not bad. Twin Busters, this EX skill has I believe this EX skill should be the same as the other Twist Buster. I think that one should be on the Versago, or I think the Gundam what is it, DX, or no, not DX, X Divider, there you go. This EXQ in particularly are semi-usable. It is not bad, so I'll give it that. Not bad overall. So Xian and then Gundam. Okay, Gundam type, not bad. Back part, let's see. All right. The shot attack shot attack is quite high, but the shot defense is a little bit less. So Xian and then high firepower. Okay. For 7 seconds after it should be being. Okay. So if you read it word for word, is for 7 seconds after be attacked with an EX skill. So after you take an EX skill attack, so let's say when you're doing like a friend battle or let's say event, if you get hit with an EX skill, you after that trigger the all power reduced by 70% for that 7 seconds window. So after you hit 7 seconds after that, you gain this over here. So this is insane. 70% is the highest damage mitigation we have had in anything. So yeah, this is definitely quite busted. I will actually be trying it out. I think what I'll do, I think I'll put this onto my tank build because I do have that foundation already. So I will see how much of a difference. I wouldn't say there's a whole lot, but I'll give it I'll definitely give it a try. So only 7 seconds. So it is a little bit iffy, honestly, because if your enemy is not doing any crazy damage dealing for that 7 second duration, it's gonna go to waste. And I would say if you do take an EQ just normally without any additional, so let's say you only rock this portrait, this is the only power mitigation you're rocking, you will still die. I don't see a world where you only have this portrait and you live with EX skill. Okay, so even though it gives you like that really premium 70%, but you do have to pair that up with some other damage reduction portrait. So it's good. It's good. 70%. Definitely, I'll definitely take that. Up next, we do have the atomic bazooka. So this one, unfortunately, is not going to be able to beat the standard version just because that one does have the alteration. So unfortunate. It is still going to be stuck at that D power. Just unfortunate. And then last but not least, we have the radiator shield. So this one is going to be a base EXQ 30 power, the EXQ power up by 35% for the ranged weapon. So it's going to be purely for the purely to power up the atomic bazooka. And yeah, overall pretty good stat on the or not the bazooka, on the shield. So it's not bad. Yeah, so without any further ado, I'm gonna hop into a quick crew motivation. I'm gonna be trying that out, especially the atomic bazooka, because you guys do want to see. I've been calling this one like a good AOE, like a pseudo good AOE, but people do find it not convincing because of the fact that in terms of the map that we are going to be taking a look into, it is going to be a very plain big old map. So as far as how you want to use the atomic bazooka, I will ideally say where you have a lot of walls, a lot of like, let's say, really narrow paths, so you can kind of get that bounce off kind of effects. It's gonna blow up like a ball, right? So essentially you do want your enemy to be in that compact space, if that kind of makes sense, to kind of get the maximized vicinity. But if you talk about like a big old playing map where your enemy is kind of scattered around, obviously with the atomic bazooka focusing on that one specific point, it's not going to get everyone. So I just want to address that real quick. So I'm going to be putting this onto I'm going to probably put this onto a dual type cooldown reduction type build, and then we're going to hop in and then try this out. Alright, so we are in. So let's see, let's try this real quick. Yeah, so as far as the animation goes, it is going to be a little bit slow for sure, right? So I think we should be able to get to enemy. Yeah, I would definitely say in terms of the coverage, it's definitely not going to be that. It looks good, but that has to be in a sense where your enemy is nearby, like together, right? As far as this map specifically, everyone just so scattered, so it's just not gonna work. This one, it's not bad, right? In Battlefield back in the day, this EX used to come in clutch, so I still love it in a sense. So range wise on this one, that's good. Okay, yeah. We're able to get everyone, so that's good. We'll actually try this maybe like a few more times. Yeah. I just need everyone pretty much to be next to each other, and no, this one decided to come near me. So as far as the EXT goes, so you guys do get the overall idea. You do. So when people say this is not a quote-unquote AOE, you have to keep that in mind. Everyone has to be new together. Or a way you can do this is like if you lure everyone in, you can use an EXQ call. I think it's like one of those buffs. It's like heat up. If you use that, you can literally have everyone come chase you. So that could be something that you want to be using in a way. But other than that, I mean, this EXQ still is a very good one for just anyone that does not have, let's say, the actual drop, or even let's say the rolling buster. Just because in terms of the coverage, it's still good. It's enough, right? No, this one did not get this one. It wasn't within the bubble, so I'll say that. But yeah, I think that will be pretty much it as far as the EXQ goes. Headbroken, obviously you don't need to try. You guys already know what's going on here. It's good in the crew multi mission, but pretty janky if you talk about looking at it and let's say those boss multi mission. So up next, let's actually try out the 70% damage mitigation. I will actually do like a damage comparison for you guys in terms of my own tank build with the portrait that will be replacing with, and then we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so this is my tank build. So for build nowadays, I try to go for two ways. Being able to use it for both a shot build and a melee based build. So these are going to be some of the quote unquote reduction trait that I have right there. So you guys can see that I do have a lot of EXQ reduction, melee power reduction. So yeah, these are going to be pretty good. So what I'll be doing is I'll be replacing this one. I'll be replacing the EXS back part here. So essentially we'll be taking out this 25%. So first things first, I'll definitely be doing like a damage comparison. So this one is going to be the bench, and then after that we will set the back part for the GP02, and then we will definitely go from there. So where's it at? So after that I should be setting in, I think I have it somewhere, yes, right there. So I'll set this in right here. So, and then this right here, I'm probably going to be using the same EXQ, so probably going to be going over in maybe like a custom make mission, like those creative missions, so I can kind of set the to set it right. So yeah, I'll catch you guys over at the creative mission. Alright guys, with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it as for the GP02 review and stuff. This 70% damage mitigation is actually quite interesting, because in terms of the second video, it shows that after I took an EXQ, I was literally taking 0 damage compared to the first clip where I only have this portrait. The one that I had the EXS, like that one, I was still relatively taking damage, for example, while when I was using the GP02 for that split seconds, I think it was roughly about maybe 3 to 4 seconds, I was basically taking 0. So that's like quite good. If you'll be consistently taking EXQ attacks, for example, this is definitely going to be the best one to be looking at, because 70% damage mitigation is just insanely busted. But overall, in terms of the GP02 style-wise, it's definitely going to be leaning towards the shot-based build. As far as the atomic bazooka, it's just honestly just going to be really sad, because the standard one to this day is just still going to be better with the alteration. But with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it. And then I'll be catching you all on the next one.